There's this great verse in Romans chapter 10. It says, how can they call on the one they've not believed in? And how can they believe in him that they've not heard of? And how can they not hear? How can they hear unless they've been told? And how can they be told unless someone's been sent? And then there's this blessing. How blessed are the feet of him who brings good news. See, how can the world know about Jesus unless we go and tell them? And when we go and we tell them, then they have the opportunity to hear, and they have the opportunity to believe. And maybe you're thinking, Mike, I can't do that. I don't know enough, and I'm not gifted enough, and maybe you're like, I'm more of an introvert. I like to stay quiet to myself. But if someone held the world's greatest news, they kept it to themselves and never told you, life-changing news, and you found out later that someone withheld that information from you, how would you feel? Would you call them your friend? If they were someone who you thought loved you and cared about you, wouldn't you want them to do that for you? So who in our life, who around us needs to know and hear about Jesus? Who have we been sent to? Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's a coworker. Maybe it's someone right now that we can only see on, maybe we can only do voice to voice. Maybe it's only through a phone call. Maybe it's only through a video chat, that maybe a FaceTime or Zoom or some other way to see them on a screen. Maybe it's a neighbor. So even while social distancing, you can still make contact with them. Are there those around you that are in your Jerusalem that need to know about Jesus? That you've been called to go and tell them what God's done for you. And through your experiences and through the knowledge you do have, that you share with them that bit of good news. And in that, they hear about Jesus. And in that opportunity, they have an opportunity to determine if they believe and maybe take some next steps. And right now, while we have all of our services on video, then they can check things out from afar. They can check things out at a distance and see if they might want to consider what a next step might look like. Maybe it's a conversation. Maybe it's having some questions answered. Maybe it's engaging in dialogue. Maybe, just maybe, it's putting their faith in Jesus. But how will we know unless we go and ask them? How will we know unless we go and tell them? You might say, Mike, I don't feel very sent. But if you've been saved, if you've given your life to Jesus, then you've been sent. You've been given the power of the Holy Spirit to go and to do these things for him. As Jesus told his disciples, first off in Jerusalem, then Judea and Samaria, and to the ends of the earth. So how has God called you local to those right near you? And then maybe as time goes on, maybe you have opportunity to reach out to those who are a little further away. Maybe friends or people you know who are in a different location. And maybe God might just open the door to extend your influence to other parts of the world. Maybe not by you going, but maybe somebody that you know, as they come to faith, maybe they go. And who knows how that domino might topple over another domino and take the faith that you've held and shared with someone else. How it might go cause ripples all around the world. Hey, I pray that today you go and you're brave and you share with somebody. So maybe a phone call, maybe a letter, maybe a text, maybe knock on somebody's door just to check in on them. But in that, you get to take the good news of Jesus to someone today. I love you guys. I'm praying for you and hope to see you guys real soon.